Now, Hungary is making a stand against an EU report that claims the country has breached the key values of the bloc. It's launched a campaign video to counter the claims.
Az Európai Parlament bevándorláspárti többsége el akar hallgattatni minket, mert kerítéssel védjük hazánkat és Európát. Ne engedjünk a zsarolásnak, védjük meg Magyarországot. Készült Magyarország kormánya megbízásából.
The move comes after the EU officially accepted the findings of the Sargentini report, which cites a number of alleged violations by Hungary. They do include migrant abuse, corruption and attacks on press freedoms and also the democratic process. And it means that the EU may now invoke Article 7, which can suspend certain rights of member states, including voting rights. Article 7, though, has so far never been used, but tensions of late have been ramping up.
Sadly, the Commission shares the concerns expressed in the report, in particular as regards fundamental rights, corruption, the treatment of Roma and the independence of the judiciary.
Individuals in the government have enriched themselves, their family members, their friends, from public funding, from European taxpayers' money.
The elections this year were held in an atmosphere of aggression and intimidation.
Already made up your mind. I stand here to defend my country, and this is a matter of honor. This insults the honor of Hungary. This uses double standards and violates the treaties it says it upholds.
Well, earlier I spoke to the Hungarian government spokesperson Zoltán Kovács about the campaign and the reasons why Hungary has become the EU's target.
This is not a legal process. This is a political process initiated by the political left and the liberals in the European Parliament ahead of the European parliamentary elections next May. For the past 8 years, increasingly, especially if it's about Hungary, but say also Poland and others in Central and Eastern Europe, the European political left and liberals have started to use human rights issues, rule of law, corruption as a scarlet letter that is put on us and is trying to put us into a corner from which we have to defend ourselves. And we don't believe in that. This is political blackmailing. It's a witch hunt using the kind of arguments and accusations against which it's very difficult actually to put up any kind of defense. So that's why we are not defending ourselves, but rather we go on and charge. And that is, we stand for our own version and reading of what is happening in Europe, with a special emphasis, as I mentioned, on illegal migration. What we've seen for the past 3 years, but it's happening for the past maybe 2 decades by now, is basically a business model at the borders of Europe, where human traffickers and human rights organizations who are helping illegal migrants reaching the European continent, and within that, the European Union, are basically going against the existing legal system, the legal framework in which the European Union should exist, and they utilize, or rather misuse, the existing loopholes in the legal system. So what we do here in Hungary, that step by step, reacting on reality on the ground, we are closing those loopholes. And indeed, one extreme measure actually would be if someone, an individual, is working together with human traffickers and explicitly and openly is helping illegal migrants to cross the border against the existing rules, the European rules and the Hungarian rules, that might be sanctioned at the highest level. But in general, our intention is to put things back on their feet, and that is restore law and order at the borders of Europe. We are not going to leave neither the European People's Party nor the European Union for obvious reasons. We belong there. We are Europe and we are the People's Party. Fidesz behind the Hungarian government is probably the strongest political party with the most support coming from the people, over 50% during the past consecutive European parliamentary elections. So that would be absurd to vindicate that we have no place in the European People's Party or in Europe. We go for changing the rules and we go for reinstating what the original meaning of Europe is instead of leaving the European Union.